out collecting sap. Let me show you how much. How much do these hold, Heath?
275 gallons, I believe.
275 gallons. So this is where we are. We're hoping to, you can see all the bags we have around. Probably terrible footage.
Yeah, you can't see it.
I don't need to see it to know. So, this is what we're doing today.
It is cold and windy. It's been a little bit warmer, so we had some sap run, but we're out here to get it today, and the wind is, what, 15 to 20 miles an hour.
I don't know. I felt like it was pleasant at home. It was like 46 degrees.
We live in the middle of the woods, though. We always get deceived by the weather. We go outside and we're like, man, it's nice out. And then we get out of our bubble of the woods, and it's always colder and windier.
Well, it's always colder up here, too. We're closer to the Lake Huron Lake shore, so it's always colder.
Yeah. So far it's been an interesting beginning to our collecting. I had the GoPro sitting up here, and I wasn't even recording yet. I just put it up there on a magnet, and we're driving out here. We go to get set up, and I look back, and I got the IBC tote on some 3-point forks, and the tote was gone. So we're riding out here, and me and Rachel are just talking. And then I look back, and we lost a 275-gallon IBC tote with 150 gallons of sap in it.
We lost our tote, right?
So what happened was we went through where the tractor tires got lower, and it just slowly got lifted off by the snow, and we just left it behind. Then I went back to get that, and I looked, and the GoPro was gone. So I had to go find that. That was laying in a puddle, but it still worked. So things are looking up now. We got that out of the way. So we're just going to go collect this, get it in here. We've got a restaurant strainer so that it can keep the big debris out. We'll get it loaded in the truck, bring it over to my buddy Jonathan's house. But we're going to go get this sap, go pick up our first batch of syrup that we already dropped off, and drop this sap off.
Which is a good thing. Yeah, we're down to our last syrup. Our last jar is open. So, and Heath decided he likes it in his whiskey.
It's delicious.
So
let's go get some of this.
Let's go. Follow along.
All right, so this year we have 75 bags out and 50 of the buckets. The bags stay a little bit cleaner. I've had better luck with them this year than I did last year. Last year we had a bunch of leaky bags that were leaking at the seams, and the jive turkeys pecked some holes in a few of them. Well, this year it's been better. We had the wind blow them off sometimes too, so this year I took a little piece of wire and I put it through the handle. And I did this just as an experiment to see if it holds them on in the wind. And so far, none of the ones with wires have blown off. I've lost a few without wires, but that wire seems to work. It's a bit of a pain though when you don't need it.
Nice full sack of some maple sap.
Still working on our setup because this funnel is too big, obviously, so if you pour too high, it leaks out a little bit, so we lose a little bit of sap. But this is way nicer than using the 5-gallon buckets with the 4-wheeler. Or I tried a 60-gallon tote, but it just had a small drain on it, and it took like 45 minutes to drain that out into this. So I think this is going to be the way we'll do it from now on. Another thing I think I'm going to do, because a lot of times I've got some that you have to walk a little bit to get, and sometimes I'll take an empty bag and swap it out, but when I grab a couple, if I'm by myself, you have to set it down on the ground or something. So I think I'll throw a few hooks on here so I can hook a bag, and then I can dump it and switch them out, because I don't always have Rachel here to hold it for me.
Doing my duty. There's a spider. Where'd that come from? Look at this fat guy. Holy moly.
It's crazy to me how you can have one tree that gets an inch in it, and then another tree that puts out 3
to the
plus
top
gallons at the same time.
Now these are what, 3-gallon bags?
3-gallon bags.
Hot dang. This tree, look, still dripping. Lots of sap. When it's full like that, it reminds me of like a cow's udders. Like I almost feel bad it's so full, even though it doesn't have a feeling.
It's just a bag, girl.
It's just a bag. I'm like, oh, poor girl's udders are so full, we gotta get out there and empty it. I feel like they're messier. Well, I mean, maybe if we emptied the sap more, but look at my...
Oh, there you go.
See?
That is messier, Rachel. You proved your point.
Told you.
Well done.
I like my hands get wet. The bags aren't as messy. Oh, look at him carrying it ever so carefully. He thinks he's got the touch. No one told me to hold it like that. Look at it, dribbles all down.
Perfect.
I feel like the sun is coming out.
Need to get in here and clean some of this firewood up.
Yeah, it's a little precarious walking.
Definitely need a new funnel system. It's a good shoulder workout. By the time I'm done, my shoulders are usually pretty sore. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the sap we have today or not, but we're definitely filling this tote.
Yeah.
right, we've got about probably 20 more buckets to get. We're going to get those emptied, and we're not going to get to the last 25 bags because our tote's all but full.
To the brim.
So last year I brought all my sap to Jonathan in a 60-gallon or so barrel, so I had to bring it to him every couple days. And this year we're up to 125 taps. So as you can see, this is collecting 2 times, and we're not even going to get it all, and we're going to have 270 gallons of sap to bring to him. One of the huge advantages to doing this maple syrup is the tax advantage. This is our second home here in this property, so I can't homestead it. But in Michigan, if you use at least 50% of the land for agricultural purposes, you can get an agricultural tax exemption. So doing this helps us qualify for that. Plus we have fun, the kids learn how to make real maple syrup, and it tastes delicious. It is a lot of work though.
Thankfully, we have someone else cook it all down.
Yeah, when I retire, I'll probably start cooking my own, but we're so busy now, that would just be another few hours every time. Actually, probably a lot of hours.
More than a few, I'm imagining.
All right, one more bucket, then I'm going to switch the 3-point forks onto that quick attach adapter plate that I got from Titan Equipment, and hope that it's strong enough. I know the tractor is. I'm going to hope that plate's strong enough to lift this tote.
You can see how full we are. We collected a lot of sap today. It's like sitting in the sap right now. It's so full. This is deceptive.
This is a bit messy, and this stuff is sticky. But I will say, if you spill some on your four-wheeler exhaust, it smells like maple syrup.
Thought you were perfect and didn't spill.
I didn't say I spilled. Maybe it was one of my kids.
Oh, okay. She is full, folks.
Alright, so this is just obviously a homemade set of forks made out of railroad ties. I bought these years ago. It's a 3-point set, but I have that Titan adapter plate that I run them on the front with. My other forks are at home with my real fork carrier. So I'm hoping that that Titan attachment's quick attach adapter plate is strong enough to lift this barrel, because I've overworked it and it's starting to bend out a little bit, so we may be dumping 300 gallons of sap on the ground. where this is bowing out a little bit because it's not really rated for a 74 horse tractor with the lift capacity this has. And, well, I use my stuff to its fullest, I guess you could say.
I hope so.
Plate in a hole.
Well.
This is one problem with this big tractor, is you can't see the end of your forks. That's why I had to buy the longer forks. Alright, here goes nothing.
Oh my Lord. I think you're hitting your tonneau cover. Oh my goodness. Wrong way. There we go. At least it's not sinking in the mud or anything. Well, it held. I think he wrecked it.
I won't tell them getting out some weight on the back on the 3-point because I was driving on my front tires, so it was steering reverse.
Yeah, that was a little harried. Just as I suspected, smashed the crap out of his tonneau cover. That's fun. Yeah, that was your damaged tonneau cover. Smashed the crap out of it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. I guess it's hard for you to. And the back window.
I do go for it sometimes.
Oh.
I guess I should have had one of Joe's Premium Firewood, one of the headache racks there.
Oh
I
my
hit the tonneau
gosh.
cover and it popped loose and came up through my back window. I guess this is going to be some expensive maple syrup.
That's a big oops.
That's what I get for not putting a counterweight on the back. I knew it was going to be close. Can't say I always do the smartest stuff. Now I catch some of it on tape, I guess.
This will be a fun ride home.
I didn't know that was the noise I was hearing. I guess I should have stopped. All right, so in my defense, I'm an idiot. But I heard that noise when I was trying to load it, but I was at the point where I was sort of stuck because the back tires came off and the front tires, it took me a second to realize how it was steering in reverse. And when I heard the noise, that was actually my tonneau cover coming loose and breaking the window, and Rachel said something, I didn't hear her. I thought I was catching my taillight, and I wasn't that concerned because that taillight's already broken, so I figured, you know what? It's already broke, it is what it is. I should have stopped, reassessed the situation, and probably not cost myself a few $100s, but I gotta get as much of this glass out of here as I can because I'm afraid when we start driving and the wind wraps, it's just gonna blow it all into the truck. Our day started out a little rough and it finished a little more rough.
Yeah.
I do believe I have a shop back here though, so I'll be able to a bunch of this.
Oh my gosh. I mean, losing our Tote off the bat was the least of our concerns.
Right?
We were so close to getting out of here.
So close. I gotta work tonight. The rear window won't be fogging up.
You can't drive this to work.
Well, no, I gotta drive it home though.
Oh, I know. I get to ride with you.
Still glass in the mouth.
You eating some
I
glass?
will say this is the first time I've ever smashed a rear window out of a truck, so I guess try to look for the
I guess there's that. Maybe we shouldn't fill that thing so full next time.
Well, I just need a counterweight on the back and everything fine.
How did you load it into the truck last time?
Last time it was in the trailer, and it was in the trailer when I filled it.
Oh.
I was filling it with 5-gallon bucket, so. Like I said, we're still working on our process, and we're gonna change it up a little bit from what we did today. No sense getting too mad because it won't make the window come back. At least it's one of the warmer days we've had.
Oh my gosh. No, it is not. It's snowing right now. Look at you trying to be Mr. Positivity.
That's me. Camera's rolling.
Camera's rolling.
Stay positive.
Your new persona.
I actually would say I took that very, very well.
Well, because the camera was rolling.
Leave it off camera. I kept myself pretty composed. You're the one who cursed on
I
camera. We're
did.
gonna have to edit that out.
Yes, we will.
You should be used to this type of stuff by now.
Mm.
Luckily, we both brought our Aurora heated vest.